Bring the rack.
King Rossz commanded, his voice cold and devoid of emotion. Turning to Turul, he added, with a malicious grin,
Time to stretch those muscles.
The order sent a chill through the room, and the onlookers' eyes widened in anticipation and dread. Two wardens hurried to obey, lifting a wooden table from the dimly lit corner of the dungeon. Created explicitly for torture, the rack was meticulously designed to fit over the pit's opening. A rectangular wooden frame, strong and unrelenting, was constructed with dark-stained oak. Its surface was predominantly smooth, except for one edge, where rough metal chips were embedded. These cruel modifications were prepared to lacerate and scrape the flesh that bent on it. With practiced ease, they positioned the table, ensuring that the rough edge lined up precisely with the well-built prisoner's lower chest. Pressed against his back skin, just above the ribcage, the edge bit into him as he hung upside down. At the other end of the structure, the ominous wooden rollers, fitted with iron gears, stood ready. Their purpose was clear and terrible: to stretch the captive to unbearable lengths, completing the chilling tableau of torment and despair. Next, the chain system hoisting the ankle spreader was loosened deliberately, causing it to drop with a clatter that resonated hauntingly through the otherwise silent chamber. The muscular prisoner, his body glistening with sweat and tension, was then roughly laid out on the table. Every move was calculated, each action performed with a cruel efficiency that spoke of routine and detachment. His limbs were positioned just so, forcing his strong back into an unnatural, back-bending angle that contorted his form into an agonizing posture. The wardens swiftly secured the ankle spreader that held Turul's muscular ankles apart, using two coarse, sturdy ropes tied to a wooden roller at the table's far edge. His ankles remained forcibly spread, offering him no respite from the discomfort. Each rope's twist and knot hinted ominously at the ongoing torment he was destined to endure. Turul did not struggle while his ankles were restrained to the table. He knew that struggling would be futile, and his body could not muster the strength to fight back. The only sign of discomfort was his laborious breathing, each breath a measured battle, yet tinged with calm defiance. Finally, the great eagle was back in firm bondage, splayed in a spread position, although still loosely on the rack. His muscular body, a symbol of grace and might, was contorted into an unnatural stance. Every aspect of his physique, usually a testament to his physical prowess, was now a twisted reflection of human strength, held captive by the rack's cold embrace. This position took his powerful body and turned it into a canvas for torment, each sinew and joint a target for pain. His wrists were shackled and chained to the metal rings at the pit's opening, the cold metal biting into his flesh. His arms, spread wide downward, felt the strain of the position, muscles stretching, and skin pulled tight. The weight of his upper body bore down on them under relentless pressure. His shoulders twisted into a vertical alignment, a contortion of flesh and bone that defied natural positioning. The joints ground, and muscles tensed, a silent testament to the cruelty of the rack. The pain was there, a dull throb, but it was overshadowed by a resolve that refused to yield. His head hung low, a pendulous weight off the table edge, the neck muscles straining to hold it aloft. The position was uncomfortable, even painful, but his gaze never wavered, eyes fixed on the tyrant, a challenge in their depths. The determination in his stare was unwavering, a silent declaration of defiance. His chest was targeted for the maximum torment, bent over the table's edge, into an almost right angle, the cruel design of the rack taking full effect. His back at that level was pressed against the metallic chips, embedded for this very purpose. Each breath, and each slight movement, caused them to dig deeper into his flesh, turning the simple act of breathing into a source of increasing agony. King Rossz leaned back, his cold eyes scanning Turul's body, satisfaction in his gaze. The preparation was complete, every detail meticulously executed according to his demand. The stage was set, the tools of torment ready and waiting. But it was the anticipation that delighted him most, the delicious tension in the air, the unspoken understanding of what was to come. He could feel it in the room, a tangible energy, a symphony of fear, defiance, and excitement that he wanted to play with. The chief warden stood tall and imposing, his strong hands resting on the wooden roller. The king's plan was clear. The strongest had been chosen to play a key role in this torment. Last time, when he first met this young captive, after falling into his pit trap, there had been no time for torture. Now, the chance had come. Every detail was in place, and he was ready for the king's command to begin. Turul's body was a landscape of tension and readiness, his mind a fortress of resolve. He knew what awaited him: the pain, the suffering, the degradation. But he refused to be defeated by anticipation. Instead, he embraced it, and turned it into a weapon, fueling his inner fire.